Have we been activated? Activating. Whatever we do, change is coming.
Comedy with the influence of our Imperium and its comedy with the rapid degradation of the ecosystem itself. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. It's how we cope with this change. Will we respond actually? Will we learn to speak to the world with a new ability?
And recreate structures within our own communities?
Sustainability? Or will we continue to live in illusion? And in a way, it's a matter of awakening ourselves to our new reality and responding to it.
Well. Welcome. Wait. I'm just kidding. I just pushed the wrong button. It's my bad. That's my bad. I just pushed the wrong button. Relax, okay? Don't fill the chat up. Don't stop. Stop. Just say hello and be happy. Holy Jesus. Welcome back to another episode of the best worst show on the internet. Today I'll be your host. My name's Manuel Chavez III or the Turd, depending on how you know me, and this is the Griftcast IRL. And I was hoping to put out a show today talking about something completely different. Wanted to get into a little more drama stuff, but apparently Well, there's been some other shit that's been going on today that I guess is going to take precedence over that other bullshit that doesn't seem to matter as much in hindsight. But yes, we're here. We got Miss Lunchy. Good evening, Miss Lunchy. Como estás, mi amor? Mi bella? Te amo, mi Lunchy? See, she's a Mexicana, so she obviously should understand Spanish because it's in her genes or whatever. Even though you don't technically wear jeans, I'm not talking about the type of jeans that you wear, Lunchy. I'm talking about like in your genetics. The short change though is jeans. Okay? Anyways, I mean, it's the new year. There's a new you, and yeah, apparently we started the new year off with a couple of bangs. Hate to say it in that particular tones, but it seems to be that we've gotten attacked, right? Like it definitely looks like the FBI and some other people out there are trying to determine some things, but it definitely looks like the United States of America has suffered at least one terrorist attack. And that's right after Germany actually suffered a terrorist attack that was reportedly from the same group of individuals. You know, there's no 100% confirmation just yet, as far as I've said, but people keep on identifying flags and other type of memorabilia at the locations that would, lead one to suggest that it could possibly be that group of individuals. But then again, we live in a world where psyops are really easy to do with a laptop. So, I mean, how easy is it just to, be part of one group and then get a flag or something that belongs to that group, put it in your station, and then, do a thing and then have them discover it and not know the first group you're a part of, but then automatically look at the second group. I don't know. It could be one of these situations, but there's a big problem. And there's another reported terrorist attack. I have to say reported because it doesn't seem to have done anything, but somebody's exploded a Tesla Cybertruck in front of Trump Tower in Las Vegas, as far as I'm to understand, and that's a huge fucking problem, right? And then there's been hostage situations in Las Vegas that have been ongoing. No word as to if they have any connection to what happened this morning or whatever, but statements aside and things aside, as I told you, we are starting the new year off in a way that I don't think anybody would have cared to have decided that would have been like that. But before I go any further, at least, so we could be clear on some things, I wanted to pull up the FBI.gov website and the statement from the FBI, Federal Bureau Investigation, that basically wanted to talk about the attack that happened this morning in New Orleans. And they say at approximately 3:15 a.m. Central Standard Time, an individual drove a pickup truck into a crowd of people on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, killing at least 10 and injuring dozens of others. After hitting the crowd, he exited the vehicle and fired upon local law enforcement. Law enforcement returned fire, and the subject was pronounced dead at the scene. 2 law enforcement officers were injured and transported to a local hospital, and the subject has been identified as 42-year-old Samsudin Jabbar, a United States citizen from Texas, and he was driving a Ford Lightning electronic pickup truck, which he appears to have rented from the popular rental app on your cell phone called Turo, where you can rent cars. And now they're trying to figure out exactly what's going on. An ISIS flag was located inside of the vehicle, and the FBI is working to determine if the suspect's potential associations and affiliations with terrorist organizations. Weapons and potential IEDs were located in the subject's vehicle. Other potential IEDs were located in the French Quarter. The FBI's special agent bomb technicians are working with law enforcement partners to determine if any of these devices are viable, and they will work to render those devices safe. The FBI is the lead investigative agency, and they're working with their partners to investigate this act of terrorism. We are aggressively running down all leads to identify any possible associations to the subject, and the FBI has even set up a digital tip line where you can submit information, videos, pictures, whatever. All you got to do is go to fbi.gov/Bourbon Street Attack, or you can call 1-800-CALL-FBI. Yes, that is the fucking number. They really upgraded it on some advice from your boy Fandangle or whatever. So yes, there has been a lot of work today. I have spent a lot of time today trying to go between this, helping some little old lady with their computer, and then, trying to uncover what's been going on with the terrorist attack, because obviously that's what it looks like. When you have multiple different events happening at once, you really got to ask yourself if there's anything else that we're carefully missing. And I've been called the Fed in the past, but, this is the type of stuff that's basically right up our alley for investigation-wise. And right now they're telling us basically that, well, this is what they want to admit, that what they know. That's what the FBI is letting loose on us, as far as I can tell. And, I mean, is this a biblical type thing? I mean, we've been seeing everyone talking about it. We obviously know since October 7th, a lot of Islamic people have died, and that's going to reinvigorate ISIS and all the other sisses that are over there in the Middle East. And, with the retaliation that Israel has been having, or the over-retaliation really has been doing, it almost seems like everybody's been pushing up to this point. And it almost even makes me think about that one guy that was coming across the border that was apparently some sort of terrorist and saying that he was going to be doing stuff. I don't know. But we'll start off with another video to just really get ourselves into, I guess, the idea, because we got 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
With that breaking news, the start of 2025 marked by tragedy in one of America's most celebratory cities.
Yeah, that's right. Tashani and Dan, in 2024, as you mentioned, quite literally left with a bang in the form of those late night thunderstorms.
Obviously, this had to be horrific to witness.
So we started off the year with lightning striking at the Empire State Building, the United States Capitol, and the Washington Monument, all at the same time, like bing, bing, bing. Well, maybe not like the exact same time, but they all got hit. And it's very clear to me that, weird messages are afoot right now. Right? Certain people are already pissed off at some folks in the world, and nobody's talking about the lightning strikes that also happened over there in Israel around the same time as this. So it almost seems like somebody with the force of power, maybe Thor, I don't know, whoever controls the lightning, seems to be a little pissed and maybe sending their message around there. Crazy thunder and lightning. And
I imagine that you were there celebrating, with your friends, your loved ones, ringing in the new year, and then to see and to watch all of this unfold. What was going through your mind, Jimmy?
Shock. Like it looked like something out of a movie.
We're also following breaking news out of Las Vegas, where police and fire officials are now investigating a fire and explosion at Trump Las Vegas. They say it happened in a car that a driver pulled into a valet area there, and the vehicle exploded. Our Justice reporter Alex Mallon has the latest on that. Alex, what are they now saying about what happened here in Vegas?
Hi there, Diane. It's actually Alex Stone here. And Las Vegas law enforcement, they briefed a moment ago saying that they don't have a lot of answers yet on what this was. It was around 8:40 this morning. This call came in of an explosion at the Trump Tower Hotel. They know a cyber truck pulled up right to the glass entrance doors. Smoke started coming from the vehicle, and then it exploded. Now, they don't know if this was intentional. They don't know if it was something wrong with the vehicle.
So we continue to cover a vehicle ramming attack that has occurred on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. We just got a statement from President-elect Trump on the New Orleans attack. He says, quote, When I said that the criminals coming in are far worse than the criminals we have in our country, that statement was constantly refuted by Democrats and the fake news media, but it turned out to be true.
Yikes. Yeah. Think about that. That's three different That's three different things. We're watching those Jason A videos. He always likes to be real biblical with all of it. And is it a coincidence? Are these like signs or people running together? Because three lightning strikes really would seem to kind of fit in all of this stuff. And I mean, it's not like there was exactly a terrorist attack that happened in New York City, but some people would claim there would be some type of intifada of some kind that is happening over there with all the protesting that's going on. And once you start to realize the rhetoric that is being utilized, you have to figure out that, oh, well, I got to pick a side, right? Time to pick a side, my friends. Time to pick a side. What do you got there for us there? What's that? Luke 10:18. What does he say? Luke 10:18. Luke 10:18 says, "And he said to them, I saw Satan fall from heaven like lightning." The verse can be interpreted as Satan's initial expulsion from heaven, as well as the prophecy of his ultimate defeat. The imagery of lightning conveys the suddenness, visibility, and the power of Satan's fall. In the Bible, lightning often symbolizes divine revelation and judgment. In the context of Luke 10:1-24, Jesus is continuing to condemn those who refuse the coming kingdom of God. Satan will face a great judgment because he has seen God's majesty. Damn, son. That is a little prescient there, Mr. Sewer Guy Rob. For a guy that allegedly throws around trash, you obviously got your fucking context in order. But yeah, is it a message from the God on high striking down in certain places, saying that, you know what, there's going to be some action happening here? There's going to be some words. And I mean, obviously, there's a lot of people that keep condemning the fact that, you know, the Lord won't be coming back, and he gonna be pissed off at a few people out there. They're gonna have to take care of some stuff, you know, plagues and pestilence, all the whole 9 yards, all that stuff's supposed to be happening. We're all supposed to be worried about it, but then, you know, there's a lot of people out there that aren't worried about it because they're not very religious, even though you can see the signs everywhere, right? You can see the signs everywhere.
The crime rate in our country is at a level that nobody has ever seen before.
Well,
our hearts are with all of the innocent victims and their loved ones, including the brave officers of the New Orleans Police Department. The Trump administration will fully support the city of New Orleans as they investigate and recover from this act of pure evil.
Nicole, thank you for waking up for us on this New Year's Day. You are seeing the news unfold, and we are trying to parse and make sense of the unbelievably conflicting messages coming from the mayor, calling it a attack, and then the now FBI Assistant Special Agent in charge, Aletha Duncan, immediately saying it was not.
You know, Griff, first of all, thank you for having me join. What a horrible tragedy. I mean, I literally were waking up with hope for 2025. I was literally out running, and I got a text message from Fox asking if I could join, and here we are, again, discussing another tragedy in our country.
I think we were the only ones outside on the...
Wait, what's going on? Is there a demon outside, Lunchy? Do I need the demon gun? Do you think I should go with the shotgun? Okay, come on. We'll check real quick. Be right back.
The balcony, and we took video just for the sheer shock. Like, you don't see stuff like that on city streets. Yeah. And just no one was helping them. Like, that was kind of the first crazy thought we had, is why is no one helping them? They wouldn't let us out. And obviously, like I told you, some were very clearly deceased, but others were yelling out, and it's a lot to process.
Yeah, and I can hear that shock in your voice
So many questions now, including part of what Jimmy told me earlier also was that the normal steel, he called them barricades, that are normally up during an event like this, he says weren't up. Another eyewitness who was there told me the same thing. He used the word bollards, but said that the bollards that are normally up were not.
What? It's New Year's Eve and the bollards aren't up? Why would the bollards be up? Those are exactly what stopped somebody from being able to do that whole situation. Are they broken or something? Feels strange. So, yes, some people are saying that it's a fireworks mishap. But, yeah, I don't think it was a fireworks mishap. I think it's a whole lot worse than that.
That he didn't see any kind of barricade there.
The profile of the man who carried out this attack at this time. So chilling. It does appear that this person took some time to prepare for this, prepared the vehicle. It looks like there was a flag. Investigators are saying they're investigating whether it's a flag or possibly another.
Notice how they had to bleep out the words ISIS flag?
Group, foreign group flag.
Did this vehicle belong to the suspect?
It seems the vehicle was obtained through like a ride share app program in Texas. So it was like a rented vehicle. So that's what we know at this time, not necessarily belonging to Din Jabbar, but that the vehicle was rented in Texas and then driven to New Orleans to carry out this attack. He was wearing tactical gear.
But I just would like you to know, and for viewers to know, that sadly and tragically, this does appear that this wasn't just like one of the officers mentioned. This is not just someone who was drunk and drove their car into a crowd. This does appear to be quite intentional, probably very well planned out, probably didn't just come up with this idea today, probably planned this out several days in advance, maybe more. Yeah. This is a hot spot. This is where people celebrate. And we know that those that commit acts, their goal is to create total chaos, havoc, fear, death, and destruction. And there are people that want to see us be hurt.
Maybe they're buttering it up a whole lot, but, it definitely sounds like what they said that they heard was that the guy drove from Texas all the way to New Orleans to commit this act of atrocity, willingly and ably drove around a police car to start the carnage. And yes, they did say that the security bollards that were installed in the location to basically stop somebody from doing something like this, well, those things weren't up, so basically it added to the whole entire situation, because this guy would have never been able to even do this if the cop car was there and the bollards were up, because he wouldn't have been able to get in. But the bollards were down, so all he had to do was just get around the cop car, and he was right into the road. It's kind of insane. And right now, the situation in New Orleans is the one that I guess is the most certain, right? Because they have everything, all X, Y, and Z together. What happened in Las Vegas, people are trying to connect it, but, as it stands right now, it's only a coincidental connection that the fact that there was two different things that could be considered terrorist attacks that happened on the same day, right after ISIS had already committed another terror attack in Germany. Very strange.
Was a very planned out, well orchestrated event, and it's very awful. And I just, it's just stunning to me that here we are, New Year's Day, but it's not actually that stunning, because in the FBI and in law enforcement, we all know that the large events, they target large events. Because there are a lot of people and they want to hurt as many people as possible. So again, it's not totally shocking, but that's where we're at.
And not even thunderstorms could put a damper on celebrations last night as the ball dropped to lead us into the new year.
That's right. An estimated 1 million people gathered in Times Square to say goodbye to 2024 and hello to 2025. Let's get right to Good Day's Robert Moses. He is live in Times Square. Robert, 1 million in Times Square, but more than 1 billion actually tuned in worldwide to see that ball drop.
Yeah, that's right. Tashani and Dan, in 2024, as you mentioned, quite literally left with a bang in the form of those late-night thunderstorms. But they did not deter the million or so umbrella-less people gathered here in Times Square. This is how it looked and sounded as we rang in a new year.
Kia. Think something to think about here is that they don't pick doing this type of thing in New York City, right? Like,
The kissing commenced and the confetti fell. An estimated 3,000 pounds of it rained down on the crowd. Almost as soon as it hit the ground, Department of Sanitation workers, a.k.a. New York's strongest, flexed their muscles to clean it up. And it was wet confetti, so it had to be scraped off the ground. Those who waited for hours to witness all of this told us the energy here in New York City simply cannot be matched.
I love the crowd. I love the energy, the positive.
I love the crowd. I love the energy. I love the positive vibes. Anyways, we don't really need to watch the rest of that shit, but you gotta put it into perspective, bro. Gotta put this shit into perspective. That it's what happened, man. It's what happened, and people have been already working really hard to look into this guy's history. Right, like it was pretty easy to actually find his history. Shamsuddin Jabbar, from Houston, Texas, is where he was working, and it looks like the last job that we've seen that he was working for Dell Audit, and he was a business development person. He was also a cloud data architect and a data engineer. And previously, before that, he worked for Blue Meadow Properties, doing cloud data engineering and residential property management. And before that, it looks like he was a cloud architect for some company named EY, whatever the fuck that was. But I think the most interesting piece of evidence here is information technology operations manager at the United States Army Reserve. So yes, a lot of weird questions you got after you read that CV for the guy that they said committed the attack is that he was a United States citizen and he was in the Army Reserve and he did information technology in the Army Reserve, which is both shocking and kind of wild if you really think about it. And outside of that, I mean, it looks like he did that for 5 years for the government till 2020, and then was apparently jumping around at a lot of other companies, not really able to get the kind of work that he wanted. Maybe he was losing out maybe as a Native American, he was losing all his jobs to all the Pajeets, and then, he just got super pissed, but obviously he didn't go to a Hindu temple to cause this situation, so that's probably not what's really going down here. But, yeah. Let's see. But later, Jabbar lived in a squalid trailer park on the outskirts of Houston that is a home to mostly Muslim immigrants. Geese, chicken, and sheep roam freely in Jabbar's yard when the post visited hours after the attack. Yeah. And the other thing is, the Dilaudid worker age doesn't line up with the age of the attacker. It's been reported he's at 42, but based on the Dilaudid guy's dates that he started college, it's around 34. So, yeah. Maybe it's a lucrative data exchange gig. I didn't know that ISIS had expanded into doing technical support, but then again, yes, actually have made jokes about that before in the past, so we've definitely put it up together. But yeah, this guy was one of our own, which means that he should have been under the radar, right? Like, how do you go from working in information technology for the Army Reserve for like 5 years and then all of a sudden turn into an ISIS guy? That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense in my fucking book, if you ask me. But then again, I'm apparently not an expert in this. I'm a dumb retard, right? Yeah. Okay. So even more shit. An ISIS flag was located in the vehicle, and the FBI is working to determine the potential associations and affiliations with terrorist organizations. So they don't know if he has a direct connection to any type of terrorist organization. They just knew that he was simping hard for them ISIS bitches because he apparently had an ISIS flag in the truck or something. I mean, it all just doesn't make a lot of sense, right? And they even already found his goddamn Twitter account, which was Sham Jabbar, and he was like, is anybody making a movie with the black man playing a character that's not submissive, immoral, or silly immature? I haven't seen one since Black Panther. Another post indicating that he had concerns about the way the Quran was being interpreted. Yeah, look at that. The prohibition of interpreting the Quran with speculation and opinion. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So, wow. Like, what the fuck is happening right now? This dude was a tech support guy for the fucking army, and all of a sudden he turned into a fucking devout Muslim and committed a terror attack? What the shit? How is that even possible? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense, bro. Like, make that make sense. That don't make sense. Like, come on. I'm going to look up this thing real quick, actually. Sham Jabbar. I bet you that's fucking... Yep, they took it down. Bitches took it down. Bitches... Wait. Oh, never mind. I put an extra period in there. Hold up. Did I spell that wrong? Apparently I spelled it wrong. Apparently. Sham Jabbar. Oh, I put Jabber. Yeah, look at this. This is just the name snipe, possibly the worst name snipe of all times. So, okay, we can't really look at that then because apparently they name sniped it, right? Wayback Machine. Let's go see if they scrubbed anything off of it. But we want to see if we can get anything from Twitter because X technically blocks the Wayback Machine from actually doing anything. And the only thing that seems to even be pulled up from his account seems to be January 1st of 2025 with 0 fucking updates. So yeah, I don't know. That seems a little bit suspect too. I don't even know if I fucking trust those tweets because I mean, shouldn't there be an archive from at least 2024, 2023 if they were allegedly made during this particular time? And it says right there that it was made February of 2021, but like, how is that even a possibility if we're not actually getting any type of indication that it's ever been saved? It's only been saved one time today. So like, what the fuck? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, bro. And he was born and raised in Beaumont, Texas. The same Beaumont, Texas that the Spear of Destiny was supposedly in at one time. Is that what you're trying to fucking tell me? I hate you. Let's see. Let's go check the archive.is real quick. See if anybody's popped anything into there. Okay, yeah, I'll fucking click your stupid thing. Yeah, I'm totally not a robot. I'm totally not a robot, bro. Hey! It doesn't believe me. You're shitting me. See, look at that. Even on archive.is, nothing saved. So, can anything be changed on the internet? Yes, anything can be changed on the internet. But somebody decided to go and name snipe this name, but we don't have any indication that that account or that tweet right there that they photographed is fucking real whatsoever because they didn't even post a link. What are you doing, post-millennial? What is this garbage? Am I fucking watching? Is this a psyop? Is this a fucking psyop? Ace Batsu? Like, how is that possible? Sham Jabber. That doesn't make any sense. Like, how are they pulling that up? Wait a minute. What? technically mobile.twitter.com. Well, yep, we got that stupid cocksucker's L, who's always taking the L's. And then look at that, Doug Stewart. It seems that almost everything Jabber did faded out fast. The only success I see is where he is Perlin Property Management Group now directs. Interestingly enough, look who are the first couple of people that are talking about it, according to this. It's all the fucking feds. Even Radix are the top links that are showing up on Google. That's pretty fucking weird, if you ask me, when I start looking into this. So, yeah, Doug Stewart, former contributor everywhere. That's a lie. But he's out there apparently getting hits and picks on this particular situation. But when we actually go to the post, where does it get redirected to? Nowhere. How very strange indeed. And then the other one's getting redirected over here to L. So that's pretty weird, actually. Order out of chaos, Beverly. Grifterly, caster of the Grift. Hello, boss. What? I guess that's me. Dude. I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of looking into this shit a little bit. Breaking, FBI confirmed that ISIS flag was located in the vehicle, but we have no correlation as to if it was actually ISIS or not. I mean, shit's fucking insane, bro. This shit is insane. New York Post has obtained the photo ID of the New Orleans terror attack. Further, found some more photos of him. A 42-year-old Texas divorcee, father, and U.S. Army veteran who was an information technology specialist, which actually makes sense because he wouldn't have been able to be in the military much past his age. So, yeah. Yeah. That is, like, weird, bro. That is, like, super weird. The New Orleans terror suspect was selling firearms online. He listed his location as being Houston, Texas. Huh. Well, look at that, dude. For sale, a Ruger 357 Magnum with ammo, holster, loader, and case over in Houston, Texas, man. This dude was selling his guns. Very, very weird. What is that right there? Escort BTS 12-gauge bullpup shotgun. Interesting. A VTS shotgun, dude? Yeah, VTS shotgun. We don't know who drove the fucking Cybertruck guy because whoever drove it burned to death inside of it. That's what happened to them. They did. They burned alive. I don't think they found that person's teeth yet. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I don't think they found them fucking teeth yet. I don't think he found his teeth. Yeah. Think about that. Sham Jabbar. What a name. Which makes me kind of wonder, you know, would there have been more names to it? Like, that seems like a pretty well-known name. Like, this is like a psychotic break or what? I don't know. Wow. Yeah, dude. And they rented it from Turo, so they must know exactly where he was driving through. Crazy. So let's see. Driver killed, 7 other injured in a Cybertruck that explodes outside of Trump Tower in Las Vegas. The driver pulled up, stopped right outside the front door, remained in the vehicle with their foot on the brake, and detonated explosives. This was an attack. Why aren't we be given more details? So here's the Cybertruck exploding in front of Trump Tower.
Copy.
That's fucked up. Oh, shit!
Copy.
You can see all the little... Look at all the lithium. Look, so you see the thing blow up. The Cybertruck totally doesn't even contain the explosion, and it literally blows up and out, right? It blows out the bottom through the battery. You can see the fire from the battery right here. Fire from the battery right here. And then you can see all the little fireworks bits, but then you see these little flat pieces of shit right here? That's lithium.
Copy.
And other little bits of firework and shit. Like, dude, that thing Yeah, they must have had a shitload of stuff in the back of that thing. Look at that right there. You can see that the explosion is centered in the rear quarter panel of it, right? And you can also see that there's fire coming out of this window right here. And then it's only coming out from under the vehicle. It's coming out of the wheel wells. This is a real interesting fucking crazy thing. Perfectly crazy. Yeah. Goodbye now. Is that me? See you later, dickhead.
Copy.
That's a pretty crazy thing. Racing fuel, camping fuel inside the back of it. But I mean, look at that right there. You can see that it blows out the back, right? Like, so whoever's in the front right there, the very first instance of the explosion is coming out from under the wheel wells right here. So it was already on fire, heating up, blew out all the windows and shit. And then I guess they were trying to blow the battery, but I mean, that's not really going to do much, dude. I mean, it would have probably done more if it was like a fucking regular truck. Maybe not a diesel truck, but like a gas truck. Diesel truck ain't gonna do enough. Ain't gonna do a lot.
I just heard a boom.
Look at that shit.
Oh my god. I heard that boom too, but I didn't know it was actually outside. I thought it was a person in the hallway. Holy shit.
Dear Dr. K, I used to think I was never meant to be beautiful.
Dr. K, I wish you think I was never meant to be beautiful. What the fuck are you listening to, lady?
That's a lot of smoke.
Damn, dude, these people were just right outside, like, well, watching this thing, just
like
sending
a
all
boom,
kinds of
boom,
shit over it.
boom.
And I heard another.
And it almost sounded like a rolling, like garbage dumpster.
Yeah.
And then I saw that pop up.
That's definitely something else.
Damn, son. You know what, really, though? That guy that bought that thing and it exploded, do you think his insurance is going to take it? Did they know that he was renting that Cybertruck out on Turo? It's fucked up, bro, dude. I don't think he's going to get his money back on that one.
I mean, are we safe here, or?
Are we safe right here? Yeah.
I can't believe how close that is.
Glad we didn't stay at the Trump Tower. Shit. Damn, there's somebody dead up inside of that shit. There's the batteries and shit exploding still. Yeah, security guard guy, don't go out there.
The battery blew, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that the batteries don't blow like that. You got to get that bitch pretty hot. You got to get that shit pretty hot to get it to blow. But even then, that's not really that bad. You can just see all the water and shit that they're trying to put it out. That ain't gonna work. Wow. No laughing matter. It's no laughing matter that people are exploding and dying inside of their vehicles, but it's just real strange. Yeah. Fireworks. Now, what do we got here? So you mean to tell me that the security barriers meant to stop the vehicle in the New Orleans were removed beforehand? all of them were malfunctioning and they didn't think to put up any other measures before NYE. Who exactly made this suspicious decision again? Malfunctioning security bollards were removed from the Bourbon Street before the truck attack. Very suspicious.
Copy.
Shut up. Yeah, very suspicious. But I mean, not obviously not a fucking smoking gun. Can't do much about that shit. But this was the other thing that was really pushing out there. Although, really judging by the way that this guy is actually talking about Jack Unheard or whatever, and he calls himself MAGA, but then he says Hamas supporters, and then it's just like, no, dude, those are Palestine supporters who don't support Hamas, but will support a free Palestine. So we basically got like a Zionist here all pissed off, but there was protests that were happening for Palestinians who are obviously very different from ISIS, right? That's the last time I checked. Palestinians were people that lived in Palestine. And they were just people that were getting genocided by Jews or whatever. That's the last time I checked into that one. So, should we be worried? Should we be allowing individuals to conflate people? Oh, well, that looks like you. Or, oh, those are Hamas supporters. Should we even take 1 second to support that type of ideology or name calling? No, sir. No, sir. You get rid of it because it's really not something that you need to be supporting. But at the same time, it is a very vexing situation that, you would have expected for something like this to happen in New York City, right? But it didn't. They picked New Orleans and I guess the Trump Tower. And why did they do this? Did they accidentally light some fireworks on fire and it's just all a fucking coincidence? I don't know, man. I definitely don't know. But what I do know is that more people have been talking about the other areas and stuff. So people got some videos outside the killer's house, right, over in Houston, Texas. So they actually took a guy into custody in Houston, Texas, in connection with the New Orleans terror attack. And the local reports say that SWAT brought out several people, including children, out of the home. And the FBI believes that the 42-year-old Din Jabbar did not act alone, which is very interesting, which means probably the reasoning behind this guy actually getting arrested right here. But, here's some video that was shot of homeboy getting arrested outside the building or the compound, as it were. Doesn't seem like they really wanted to have any type of shootout, or maybe didn't even have any idea what the hell was going on. But it looks like they came out pretty easily, right? They came out pretty easily. And hello there, Pixie. Nice to see you. Anyways, SWAT team, SWAT truck. Damn, that's fucking crazy, bro. But is that Jabbar? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they killed his ass, right? I'm pretty sure they said they killed his ass. Now, one thing to note that's been being shared around is that both trucks that were used in the New Orleans attack and the Las Vegas Trump Hotel explosion were both rented off of the same rental app, Turo, which I thought was very interesting to me, or at least it seems a little bit more interesting than what was seen before. Maybe a bit of anecdotal information, but I don't think they've pulled that out. And they're both electronic vehicles, so I guess you got to think about that. In at least the sense of it's a very interesting anecdotal piece of information, right? Like, anecdotal information aside, that's still pretty good. Some people are asking that Why don't they have any videos? Like, nobody had a camera out there on Bourbon Street. People haven't been setting up cameras to catch all those people flashing their titties and shit like that. Is there some kind of local ordinance that stops them from doing that? Like, I don't know, man. You don't know. But what they are saying is that they don't believe that he was solely responsible, and they're aggressively running down every lead associated to this particular thing. Yeah. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. You can clearly see it's fireworks that caused the explosion. It's a terrorist attack. I mean, last time I checked, you should be keeping fireworks in a fucking hot car, but, you know, it is what it is. I guess we shouldn't probably be showing that video because it actually shows some people that are getting messed up. Let's see what Alex Jones is saying.
Of the former Army soldier, the mainstream press is reporting, who killed a bunch.
Oh, yeah, we should probably not even be worried about that. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I see there's too much stuff to think. You can't keep up with every retard's claim out there, you know what I'm saying? Elon Musk, after the Cybertruck blew up, says the whole Tesla senior team is investigating this matter right now. We'll post more information as we learn anything. We've never seen anything like this. Yeah. Clearly, some people's priorities are a little fucked up in their head. That's why you just gotta step on those folks' nuts, like, right away. Isn't that right, ICU? Yeah, that's right. Anyways, what else do we hear? See, it shows the moment Din Jabbar drove around the squad car and plowed into a crowd in New Orleans. Let's take a look. Don't worry, guys, they're investigating. See, there's a truck. He goes past the cop car and he goes in. There's a cop car, the truck, and he goes right in. There should be bollards up right there, and they put the cars in the way because they didn't have the bollards up, and he was able to get right around. I was just saying, that kind of looks like 1-2, but that's the very beginning of it, so it's like they do have surveillance footage of it. We just don't know why it's taking so long for people to actually start posting shit up in it, right? But obviously Elon's going to be investigating anything that happens with his trucks because he's worried about that, right? Multiple emergency crews, trucks getting lit on fire and shit. Like, if it's not a terrorist attack, it's an extreme coincidence that doesn't make any goddamn sense. But, you know, here's MSNBC. And this is what they were saying about that one.
Let's talk about Las Vegas because this has been a sort of interesting development. You know, the images of the Cybertruck parked outside the Las Vegas Trump property went viral. You know, sort of, I think people thought it was an accident and that no one was hurt. And so there was a sort of bizarre symbolism in that it was a Cybertruck. It was not Trump. As it's developed, it seems that this is being taken far more seriously. What have we learned about what authorities know and how they're investigating this?
Right, Chris. So according to the reporting of myself, my colleagues Andrew Blankstein and Kelly O'Donnell.
Wait, hold up. Look at this video real quick. We got somebody, it looks like maybe somebody staying in Trump Towers, like standing at their window looking down. But yo, homie, if you're gonna fucking send your video in to the goddamn thing, do you think you can put some fucking pants on, son? You think he said put some pants on? Can you see the shirt? Can you see the shirt? And then the no pants. Maybe he's wearing those old man shorts that the old man like to lay, where it doesn't even come down to their knees. There's like this much space between the short and the knees. You know, where their nuts are falling out and shit.
Donald, right now, 3 senior U.S. law enforcement officials say that this explosion of a Tesla Cybertruck, kind of in the portico there where you saw that smoke rising from in front of Trump's property in Las Vegas, is being investigated.
Yeah, I know you didn't notice that. That's why I pointed it out for you, is because I noticed these things.
At least initially, is a potential act of terrorism, and that it was, quote, intentional. And there was a...
let's talk about...
It was a potential act of terrorism, and it was intentional. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if those were old man boxers. Old men were fucking tighty-whitey, bro. You know what that was, man. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh, look. Is that the same video for the Cybertruck? Is this a different...
Copy.
It's the same video, just a slightly better view. I guess the other thing you gotta kind of think about here is that there was another truck parked right in front of that, and that looks like another Ford Lightning sitting right in front of it. So whoever was in this vehicle, they died, and there's no word as to what happened to this lady right here. She looks like she got fucked up.
Copy.
But yeah, dude, she looks like she got fucked up, bro. Holy shit. Look. You see that lady right there? Step it up. Boom. Boom. She still hasn't even reacted, dude. Oh, wait. She did react. She's sitting there, hasn't reacted. Split second later, sees the explosion, reacts. Looks back at where the camera's pointed, and fucking runs like the Flash. I think we got our first evidence of a metahuman right here, guys. I think we got our first evidence of a metahuman over here. Oh, no screen share? Oh, sorry. I thought that you guys could just fucking see it because, you know, you're so smart and you got those big brains or whatever. Anyways, you see this lady right here? This lady right here? I think we got our first evidence of a fucking superhuman. What happened to this lady? What's going on with her? Look at this. She's just standing there. The thing's going off. She hasn't noticed it yet. As soon as it starts going off, like big time, you know, she hasn't seen it. She hasn't seen it. She sees the big flash. She looks over, and then she's just like, what the fuck? And it goes for a couple of frames, right? It goes for a couple of frames. So, like, right here, you know, for probably a good second, she's just standing there. She looks at the explosion. She looks back at the camera, and she turns around and just fucking runs, bro. Like, in one frame, she is out of the camera. This bitch is fucking... She is the fastest person alive. She is so fast, the camera doesn't even catch her escaping the frame. That's fucking crazy. It doesn't even matter if it's an old security camera at 15 frames a second or whatever. She was fucking moving, bro. No, she didn't duck, bro. She's gone. She ran, son. She disappeared. She runs. You can see the blur trails behind her. Look at this shit. Woo! You see her right there. You see her, look. She's running, bitch. You can see her running in those frames right there. Holy fuck, bro. That chicken. Oh my god. She's fast, dude. She outran that explosion, motherfucker. Oh my god. She was like, looks at the explosion, looks at the camera, goes, holy shit. Turns around, runs, literally fucking smoking. That's insane, bro. That chick is fast as fuck, boy.
Copy.
She fast as fuck, boy. Holy shit, bro. That chick was fucking running, bro. She fucking running. Oh, I don't want to play that one there. Warning, footage of the terrorist attack as it drove down the street. Don't want to play that. But we will play this. The suspect.
Good evening. I'm Shamsuddin Jabbar, property manager with Blue Metal Properties and team lead at the Midas Group at Core Realty. I just want to say hello and let you know a little bit about me. So I'm born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and now live in Houston. And I've been here all my life. with the exception of traveling for the military, where I spent 10 years as a human resources specialist and IT specialist, where I learned the meaning of great service and what it means to be responsive and take everything seriously, dotting I's and crossing T's to make sure that things go off without a hit. Good evening. I'm Shamsuddin.
This is the guy that did that shit? No way, bro. He sounds like, just like the perfect, white bread, dude. We tried to make him into an American, but the fucking ISIS came out of his ass anyway. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's a video of the guy. That's the guy. That is the killer, the motherfucker. And some people have been really taking some stride in this because if you don't remember, that dude Mavsum Samadov came back into the country not that long ago, right?
By the way, if you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am. Very easy.
Wow, very easy. The entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that. By the way, if you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am. Very easy.
Wow, very easy. The entitlement.
Yeah, maybe the fog activated him or something. I don't know. What's this FBI Houston statement? Oh yeah, we already read that shit. So I can close that one up now. Huh. Heavily armored vehicle is now approaching Jabad's home.
Thanks.
Look at that. Is that a bomb squad? What is that thing? Is that like a bomb squad thing? Kind of looks like a tractor. A really fucking slow ass tractor.
Perdón, ábrele a tu cosa.
Yeah, dude, it's a sheriff tractor.
Esa maquinaria para meterse al lugar.
Oh, they're gonna use it to knock down the gate. Oh, tight, bro. A sheriff tractor? A wall breaker? Like, what the fuck, dude? Uh-oh, somebody did an analysis. Charging issues cause vehicle overheating, motor vehicle collision crashes. Oh, why would anybody care about why the fucking Tesla went up? It's a terrorist attack, Matt Tardo. Shut up. We don't need your goddamn analysis for any of that shit. Jin Jabbar's profile sounds like a guy whose life had gone off trajectory where he possibly felt successful working for big accounting firms, married, then unravels, divorced, doing real estate, letting his lights inspire, and then goes into mass murder. I guess. Yep, at least 10 killed in the area. It's fucked up, man. That is fucked up. They even got people in goddamn wheelchairs and shit.
You tell
like
the story
that.
about how you tried to find out what they call the Mossad when they deal with publicly?
I thought it was a reasonable question, but the trouble is you can't pick up the phone book. There's no Langley in Israel that you can look up, CIA, or in our case, the Mossad. We thought we should ask, what shall we call it in English? You can translate the Hebrew words, as I said, Mossad is institute, but when they write a letter to their friends in the CIA or the British intelligence, what do they call themselves? It took a while. It was a matter of asking the Prime Minister's spokesman. The best you could do, because officially the Mossad is under the Prime Minister's office. And I think he sort of wondered why you want to know and all that, so we explained. And he came up with the Israeli Secret Intelligence Service. I mean, if it were to have initials, it would be ISIS. Just simple words like that. Interestingly enough, kind of a British model.
You tell the story.
That's weird. I didn't know that Israel started ISIS. That's crazy. Kind of makes a whole lot of sense now, though. So did Jabbar donated to Democrats that used travel for military. Anyone smelling some MK Ultra vibes over here? Oh, look at that. Yeah, dude. Employer EY, North Carolina, U.S. Army, donating to Act Blue a whole $20. Weird. Weird indeed. Is that the flag that he had stuck on his car or whatever? Yeah, dude was seemingly okay and ambitious until 2022. He divorced a Kurt 2 years ago, and then he radicalized and became an ISIS sympathizer. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of people are running to scream MK Ultra or some kind. But, 4 years ago, the dude was working for the Midas Group and Blue Meadow Properties, making that money, dude, making them YouTube videos, getting like more views than your boy Defango and shit. Like, damn, son. And then the Mossad got to him, and then he became a murderer. I mean, it's just a tale as old as time, right? A tale old as time. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Coming in from the east, tale old as time. ISIS bombing guys. Israel is she. Wait, what? Syrian UNHRC envoy Israel is aiding Al Qaeda linked terrorists. Israel intel chief, we don't want ISIS defeated in Syria. And now all of a sudden people are claiming ISIS attacks in the United States. It used to be in the military. Yeah. 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 That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, guys. Here's Joe Biden.
Were found nearby. The situation is very fluid, and the investigation has a preliminary stage. And the fact is that right now, excuse me.
I feel safe. I feel safer.
There you go. The law enforcement and intelligence community are continuing to look for any connections were found nearby.
Huh. Yeah. So Joe Biden's apparently still alive. That's good. I haven't seen him until just then. Right there. Yeah. Look at that. Cybertruck that imploded in front of Trump International in Las Vegas was rented from Turo, and so was the F-150 that was utilized in the terrorist attack. So this guy was like, yeah, dude, I really want to drive an electric car, so I'm going to get an electric F-150 and do it. Because it weighs more. And then this one was just all like, we had a bunch of fireworks that exploded in the back of our Cybertruck. We're not terrorists. That's basically what they're kind of telling us right now. And I guess Nancy Pelosi's probably going to be making a whole lot of money off of that one. She'd be selling her Turo store. She just started selling all of her Turo shares like 2 days ago or whatever. Super, super weird, bro. Super, super weird. But obviously, people have already tried to drag up and dig up every single little piece of information they got on this guy, and they just really don't have that much. I mean, there's really not much out there, to be perfectly honest. But how does a jacket on a pole get represented in the media as a black ISIS flag? I don't know. Is it a jacket on the pole, or is you sure that's not an ISIS flag, bro? Who knows? Who knows? Indeed. What's this? Oh, that's just actually me scrolling through some shit. Melania breaks silence on Tesla Cybertruck explosion. Wait, what? Did she? Do they have a video of it? If not, I'm not going to even look at it. Oh, it's just a fucking tweet. The incident of violence that has impacted our communities is deeply concerning. The brutality must stop. My heartfelt thoughts and prayers are with the families who are experiencing such profound grief and loss. Let us strive for a future where peace prevails. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Makes a lot of sense, guys. Yeah. What's this right here?
Just a vehicle fire. And so there's going to be a drone video that plays to my left again. You'll see as the fire initially, they covered it with the tarp to try to get it to go out. Once the fire went out through the suppression efforts of the fire department, you'll see some of the evidence in the back of the vehicle.
Well, yeah, look at that, dude. We got VP racing fuel, a nice little canister of it, and then you got a bunch of fucking kerosene. Yeah, those are just kerosene jugs right there. And then it looks like there's maybe some propane cans in there or something. I don't know. Kind of look a little too long to be propane cans, but I guess they do have those little short, thin, fat ones, but I mean, This doesn't seem like a really good way of really like making anything happen. I mean, if it's just a bunch of fireworks and propane, it's a bunch of fireworks, mortars, and gasoline, and they're trying to act like this is maybe not a terrorist attack. That just doesn't make a lot of sense. Bunch of acetone cans with fucking kerosene cans and racing fuel with a bunch of fucking fireworks all in the back of a Cybertruck. I mean, I don't know about you, that just feels like a recipe for a disaster to me.
So those are gasoline canisters. They are camp fuel canisters and large firework mortars.
The other question is how did they get it to ignite when they were sitting in the front seat, still in the vehicle? And if so, would they have been able to escape the vehicle even if it had just exploded or whatever? Would have they still been able to open the door and shit like that if everything was on fire? I'm pretty sure no. So you know what? That's just another reason I'm not going to be buying a fucking Cybertruck, because, you know, if the motherfucker actually does catch on fire, I want to be able to get out. Yeah. I feel like I'd want to be able to get out.
I also would like you to pay attention to on that video, as you see that, it looks like the exterior of that truck is completely intact as it sits there. The fact that this was a Cybertruck really limited the damage that occurred inside of the valet, because it had most of the blast go up through the truck and out. In fact, if you look on that video, you'll see that the front glass doors at the Trump hotel were not even broken by that blast, which they were parked directly in front of. You can see that in the video there.
Oh yeah, look at that untouched plastic cap, bro. Where?
What I will
update, plastic cap. Yeah, gas in an EV, guys. It was gas in EV. They just had it for, you know,
fire.
Their other little things. They didn't need it, right? Yeah. What's this right here?
Just a final question here for not just people in Louisiana that are watching, but people coast to coast that are watching tonight.
Oh shit, they postponed the Sugar Bowl because of this shit? Motherfuckers, man.
Are you getting the sense that there's any threat of any other potential attacks tonight on any other major cities?
It's for the generator they didn't have in the truck?
I can't answer that. I can, but I won't.
Is New Orleans safe tonight?
No.
Yes, but we're still in the process of tightening up security. We're still in the process of doing everything that we possibly can. The governor's called out the National Guard. We've got more FBI coming. We've got Homeland Security people. We've got state troopers who've done an awesome job. We've got the NOPD. We're doing everything we can. But
we're doing everything
like I say,
we can.
There's a lot of information out there. Some of it's accurate.
Okay. Just a final question.
Okay. Senator John Kennedy's like, yeah, I don't know if there's any threats to any other cities. I can't really answer that question right now, man. That's not very, what do you call that? That's not very, doesn't make me feel good. That doesn't make me feel good. Just does not make me feel conscious. The clock ticks closer to January 20th, 2025, and Donald Trump's second inauguration. America finds itself ensnared in a web of orchestrated chaos. Let's not mince words. This is a calculated assault on our nation's stability and a last-ditch effort by those vehemently opposed to the change that Trump represents, because we will have our change. And we will have a more horizontal distribution of power. And we will all worship the Jews as our leaders. Wait, what? What was that last part? I ain't doing that last part. Fuck that. Fuck that. Anyways, cool. As we enter the new year 2025, it's being reported that lightning struck the Capitol, the Washington Monument in D.C., and the Capitol, the Empire State Building in New York City, and the New World Trade Centers were also struck. 4 lightning strikes in one night. Could it be the universe sending us a message? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to get too far deep into the fucking conspiracy theories, but the conspiracy theories right now are pretty fucking lit. They're pretty fucking lit. And don't worry, the people from New York, or I'm sorry, Los Angeles actually came forward and already had an update on the explosion of the Cybertruck.
Kevin Mayhill, I'm the sheriff of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. I'm here to give you really a brief update on what occurred on Las Vegas Boulevard this morning. As you know, we just had our New Year's Eve event where we successfully protected the city, where over 400,000 people were here last night. And that changed this morning at about 8:40 when a 2024 Tesla Cybertruck pulled into the area, a valet of the Trump International Hotel. Very quickly thereafter that, the driver, who was the sole occupant of the truck, we saw what looked like maybe some sort of smoke, and then the truck exploded. Smoke was coming from inside of the truck after we noticed the flash and the explosion, and I'm going to show you that first video. That's the Cybertruck parked right in front of the doors.
Yeah, not much of an explosion, really.
Can you play that again, Carlos?
Thank you, Carlos.
So the individual that was in that truck is obviously deceased, still in the truck as we speak here today. Our fire department folks, Engine 12,
still in the truck?
A number of others, you'll hear from one of the fire chiefs here in just a moment, arrived very quickly along with my officers. And obviously we knew that we had a much larger event than just a vehicle fire. And so there's going to be a drone video that plays to my left again. You'll see as the fire initially, they covered it with the tarp to try to get it to go out. Once the fire went out through the suppression efforts of the fire department, you'll see some of the evidence in the back of the vehicle.
See you over there, motherfucker. Anyways, we don't really need to listen to all that stuff, but they're just telling us the same stuff that we've already discussed, man. They see the stuff that was in there, the explosive materials, and it's like, Vegas is already starting off bad. This is a completely unrelated event. Yeah, but the main thing to hear is just to know that it wasn't the battery that caused the explosion. It seems to be gas vapors or some kind that were in the back of the Cybertruck causing the explosion at the back of it. We don't know if it was actually a terrorist attack. But as far as we could tell, the only people that are even a part of it or talking about it, anything terroristic-wise, is actually going to be the whole New Orleans attacker. But even then, it's a guy that used to be in the military that went, I guess, fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. Oh, yeah, there's the guy dead right there next to his truck. Or he got into a shootout wearing camo and shit. He's wearing, like, camo cutoff pants that he's got rolled up. They're sort of like shorts, and then he's wearing some fucking, I don't know, it looks like some Jordans or something. What a way to go out, bro. What a way to go the fuck out. Oh, wait, is this the actual full speech from Joe Biden? No way.
Good evening.
Yeah, not enough oxygen for a big boom. So it was basically just a small fire, enough oxygen to, like, continuously keep the fuel ignited, but as soon as they put something over it and watered it a bit, it was out.
I know I can speak for all Americans when I say our hearts
I'm
with
old
the
as
people of
fuck.
New Orleans after
Oh, I
despicable
thought he was going to say he's old as
occurred
fuck.
in the early morning hours. To all the families.
God damn, he looks fucking tired as fuck and old as fuck.
Of those who are killed.
I see old fucking people. I saw an 83-year-old lady today. She was old as fuck. I was like, man, but we gotta go do some shit. So we jumped in her car, we drove around and did some shit. Got her out the house. And I was like, all right, old lady, here's my phone number. Give me a call. We'll go get shots.
To all those who are injured. To all the people of New Orleans. We're grieving today. I want you to know, I grieve with you. Our nation grieves with you.
Yeah.
We're going to stand with you.
I grieve with you.
As you mourn and as you heal in the weeks to come. I want to thank our brave first responders and law enforcement personnel who stopped the attacker in his tracks before he could kill or injure even more people.
Look at how hard his eyes are squinting because he's got to read so bad.
And I want to thank you to everyone at the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Justice, including the FBI, for working nonstop to investigate this heinous act.
Dude, honestly, since when has Joe Biden been Asian?
The
Or is he
FBI is
just
in an
high?
investigation to determine
Been
what
hanging out with
happened,
Hunter?
why it happened, whether there was any continuing threat to public safety. Here's what we know so far. The FBI has reported to me the killer was an American citizen, born in Texas. He served in the United States Army on active duty for many years. He also served in the Army Reserve until a few years ago. The FBI also reported to me that mere hours before the attack, he posted videos on social media indicating that he was inspired by ISIS, expressing a desire to kill,
Wait. He posted videos on social media saying that he was part of ISIS and had an intention to kill, and I haven't seen a single one of those fucking videos. Where did he post that shit to? Was it Facebook? TikTok? Fucking, where was that? I haven't even seen anybody else posting that shit. Not even the fucking feds have been posting that shit. What the fuck are you talking about, old man?
The ISIS flag was found in his vehicle, which he rented to conduct this attack. Possible explosives were found in the vehicle as well, and more explosives were found nearby. The situation is very fluid, and the investigation is a preliminary stage. And the fact is that right now, excuse me.
Blue sky, maybe? I don't know. What the fuck?
There you go. The law enforcement and intelligence community are continuing to look for any connections, associations, or co-conspirators. We have nothing additional to report at this time. The investigation is continuing to be active, and no one should jump to conclusions. I've directed my Attorney General,
No one should jump to
the
conclusions.
FBI Director, the Secretary of Homeland Security, the head of the National Counterterrorism Center, and the intelligence community to work on this intensively until we have a full and complete information. And once we have that information, I will share that information as soon as we can confirm it. Additionally, we're tracking.
So, if they're only sharing information while they can confirm it, then I guess that them sharing the information that him sharing the information that he just did, that nobody's been out there saying that the guy was posting ISIS videos and stuff. So I guess we have to believe that that's real and true, even though, I mean, have you seen him?
The explosion of a cyber truck outside the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas.
I feel like those would be everywhere.
And the intelligence community are investigating this as well, including whether there's any possible connection with the attack in New Orleans. Thus far, there's nothing to report on that score at this time.
What are you talking about? We already proved that they were both rented on Turo. That's a fucking connection. Maybe a loose one, but it's still a connection, bitch.
I directed my team to make sure every resource is made available to federal, state, and local law enforcement to complete the investigation in New Orleans quickly and to make sure there's no remaining threat to the American
what
people.
The fuck?
We'll support the people of New Orleans as they begin the hard work of healing. New Orleans is a place unlike any other place in the world. It's a city full of charm and joy. So many people around the world
and
love
voodoo! Shut the fuck up, Joe Biden. All right. Anyways, that's enough listening to that old bitch. Yeah, wow. Kind of shocking that we got that little piece of anecdotal information. And I guess that falls in line with the New Orleans Mirror saying that the incident was a terror attack. So if we've already known as a government that this dude had all these videos posted and stuff prior to the event happening, why was the event still allowed to happen? Why did they just let it go on down? That just doesn't make any sense. The whole situation seems kind of suspect. Yeah. outside of all of that, like, what else can we really say that's going on here other than somebody's not giving us all the information? Mm-hmm. And one piece of information about the other incident.
Yes, actually, I have to thank Elon Musk specifically. He gave us quite a bit of additional information in regards to how the vehicle was locked after it exploded due to the force of the nature of the force from the explosion, as well as being able to capture all of the video from the Tesla charging stations across the country, and he sent that directly to us, so I appreciate his help on that. I'll take one more question.
Elon Musk is giving up analytics for your vehicle and videos from your vehicle so that the law enforcement can solve that crime. Don't you just love that? Elon Musk don't give no fucks about your privacy or no privacy of a terrorist. He's just like going to take video from your car if you were seen around him. Isn't that nice? That's nice of Elon. Yeah. What a real nice guy. What a super great guy. Yeah, what's this right here? Newly released photo shows New Orleans terrorist Din Jabbar wearing his United States Army uniform, where he served for a decade. And what unit is this from? Oh, this is from the 4th Infantry Division of the Army. The division has a distinctive insignia featuring a large number of 4 with the lightning bolt, often simplified in various patches and insignias related to the division. The 4th Infantry Division has a storied history, including significant wars in World War II, World War I, the Vietnam War, and the most recent operations in Afghanistan and Iraq. The lightning bolt is symbolic of the division's swift and decisive actions in combat. 25th Infantry Division, Tropic Lightning. And what does that say? The shoulder sleeve insignia of the 25th Infantry Division. The overall shape represents a taro leaf, indicating the division's Hawaiian origin, founded in 1941. Yeah, slippery slope. It's good we got info on the bad guy, but it's bad because everyone's got spied on in the process. Interesting. 10:30, Ford's X account was hacked and said Israel is a terrorist state. On 12:31, a lightning strikes the Capitol Hill, World Trade Centers, and 2 other buildings. And on the first, ISIS attackers drives a Ford Lightning through a crowd in New Orleans. The white truck appears in front of a Ford Cybertruck, which exploded at the hotel. Yeah. Maybe it is the 4-H Club. I don't know what the 4-H Club is, but seeing everything happening right now and how they're kind of like taking everybody out down, it just feels like we really have any of it. What say? Did ISIS ever attack Israel, or they only have beef with Americans? Yeah. Isn't that weird that ISIS never seems to have beef with Israel? Oh yeah, that's right. That was because ISIS was started by Israel. It's just it's part of them. See, there's the Israeli guys that are training the ISIS individuals that run the whole organization. ISIS is an Israeli thing. So I mean, I guess if you really wanted to take it down to that rabbit hole, we could say that since ISIS is a creation of Israel, and there was just an ISIS terror attack, I guess you could say that Israel just terror attacked the United States. Yeah. That's kind of fucked up, actually, if you really think about it. Yeah, did we just send them a bunch of money? What is this right here?
When they deal with publicly?
I thought it was a reasonable question, but the trouble is you can't pick up the phone book. There's no Langley in Israel that you can look up, CIA, or in our case, the Mossad. We thought we should ask, what shall we call it in English? You can translate the Hebrew words, as I said, Mossad's Institute. But when they write a letter to their friends in the CIA or the British intelligence, what do they call themselves? It took a while. It was a matter of asking the Prime Minister's spokesman. The best you could do, because officially the Mossad is under the Prime Minister's office. And I think he sort of wondered why you want to know and all that, so we explained. And he came up with the Israeli Secret Intelligence Service. I mean, if it were to have initials, it would be ISIS. Just simple word.
Yeah, I guess that makes a lot of sense when John McCain has all those pictures with the ISIS terrorists too, right? 'Cause he was like a super Zionist too, wasn't it? Yeah. What's this? The Heritage Foundation has created a policy platform that calls for Project Esther, which will be implemented when Trump takes office. The purpose of Project Esther is to round up anyone accused of anti-Semitism and hang them. What? Esther mustered the courage to oblige her cousin's plea and convinced the king Ahasuerus to reverse course. The result, Haman and his family were hanged. Mordecai replaced Haman as the king's vizier, and the Jewish people were saved. Oh, cool. Cool. We're gonna get arrested for being anti-Semites, guys. Purpose named after a historical Jewish heroine who saved the Jews from genocide in ancient Persia. Project Escher provides a blueprint to counter anti-Semitism in the United States and ensure the security and prosperity for all Israelis, not Americans. The introduction of anti-Semitism in the United States is in America is alive and spreading. Hamas's October 7, 2023 terrorist attack on Israel laid bare the existing anti-Semitism across the world. Yeah, we gotta stamp out that anti-Semitism guy. It's all part of Project 2025. You didn't read it, dude? Yeah. FBI, it wasn't a terror act. There's a fucking ISIS flag on the ground. What's this? The fog isn't working. Send in ISIS! Hey, is that Hillary Clinton right there, dude? Oh my god, bro. SSG, Samshuddin Jabbar, was assigned to the 82nd Airborne Division. I can't post why he was flagged prior to his ETS, but the flag was lifted when he entered the Army Reserve. Plenty of other pages detail his full service. Oh. Damn, dude, he's got a lot of service. Look at all the fucking badges and shit he's got. He been all over the fucking place, bro. And look at all them stripes. 1, 2, 3, and 1. He's got 3 up, 1 down. Huh. Jabbar was flagged and barred from re-enlistment circa 2014 for an incident that happened when he was on his way out of the 82nd Airborne Division in the Army for normal ETS. He wasn't allowed to join the National Guard because of it. Unfortunately, I can't say out details of who sent this to me, so this is a trust me bro post. Take it with a grain of salt. Interesting. Interesting indeed. This doesn't appear to be the case. Not true. The flag was there during the rampage. Name checks out. Yeah, isn't it weird that the fucking brown guy that just got censored and his check mark removed because he's like an ISIS supporter or whatever got all of his shit shut down, was trying to tell everybody there was an ISIS flag on that truck? That's weird, man. That's weird, bro. The only person who decided a Cybertruck fire outside of Trump's hotel was the driver, who couldn't escape. If I was the billionaire that manufacturer behind it, I'd want to eliminate the U.S. Consumer Protection Bureau too, so I wouldn't have to pay for people that died in my fucking death traps of vehicles. Yeah. Yeah, Obama and Clinton were credited for giving ISIS weapons in Benghazi, running guns and drugs. Oh yeah, they dropped the weapons by accident, and then those guys found them. Wow, dude, look at that. Look at this right here. It says help desk. Dude, it's one of those tough book computers, and it says help desk on it. And there's no way that he was doing help desk bullshit on that. There's no way they were making you do help desk bullshit on that. But you know what? This room looks awfully familiar. Dude, that's fucking... I noticed it. Nah, can't be. I just recognized that shit over in the corner. Holy fuck. No way. Yeah. This is definitely a fucking psyop or some kind. Yeah. What is this? Headlines misleading. One person dies when a Tesla truck catches fire and explodes outside of the Trump Hotel. The headline is misleading. It was not a mechanical problem. The explosives contained in the truck were described as fireworks, gas tanks, and candy fuel, which authorities believe were connected to a detonation system. No. It wasn't the Cybertruck just exploding, fucking Elon Musk. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just probably went in there and fucking did that shit all there. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. The guy who rented the Cybertruck was also an Army vet. Oh, really? Did they finally figure out who that person was? Because I haven't seen a single lick of information so far as to who the person that rented that Cybertruck was. But if they were also an Army vet, were they also a Habibi and getting a Habibi? Anonymous is Adderall posting again. Holy fucking shit, Tater is back and he's posting about the terrorist attack. That's how you know it's a fucking psyop. What is this? My dog's water bowl. I dumped it yesterday in fresh water. This morning I came and the crazy fog has been going on past week. Now I got all these little fucking bugs. We're all gonna die. Oh yeah, it came out 20 minutes ago. Well, you guys got a link or you just talking shit? Little cocksuckers. Yeah, little cocksuckers. Let's see. Cyber truck renter. Let's just wait. Not renter. Renter. Let's see.
No. It's up to you. I'll go with that. Right now. There we go. Hold on. Not yet, though. Give it. See, one viewer already.
What are we doing, Nick?
Look at the Cybertruck right here. What should we do? Hit the A pillar. You can't hit it. Damn, that thing's tough as fuck. Right. That thing's.
Oh my god.
Keep going.
The company who rented the Cybertruck exploded in Vegas, blah, 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 blah. $800 a month lease and then buying it out with cash and using incentives? Yeah, I don't... Let's see, the renter of the F-150 was shot dead. The renter of the Cybertruck blew himself up. There's nothing more to it. 5 hours ago. 1 hour ago. Let's see. You got it from Zero Sum? Oh, so then it's probably fake. Let's see. Matthew Levelsberger. Yeah, that right here. Do we have a name yet? Nine Endeavor reports that blah, 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 blah. Do we have a name yet? Matthew Levelsberger. Okay, so what do we know about him? 37-year-old. Wait, oh, yeah, look at 4 minutes ago. Trump Las Vegas bomber identified as 37-year-old Matthew Levelsberger of Colorado Springs. Isn't Colorado Springs one of those places where all the fucking, like, Mormon pedophiles are at? It's in Colorado, too. Yeah, that is the place that all the Mormon pedophiles are at. That's weird. Local media reports he has military experience similar to the New Orleans attacker. And he's 37 years old, so that means that he's like my age. Yeah, I guess that he's like my age. Oh, it's in Colorado Springs, Arizona? Because I'm pretty sure it's also Colorado Springs, Colorado. Pretty sure. Huh. So I guess they are right. We got a bunch of people that are posting this guy's name out. Have we seen any pictures of who this individual is? We gotta go look on fucking... We gotta go look on fucking Facebook to see if this mug's got a Facebook account or whatever. Yeah, we should go look on Facebook. Because we haven't even seen that name yet. Let me go pull up my Facebook account, post this up in here, do a nice little search. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Let's see. And he's from Colorado, right? So we gotta go to people. Colorado Springs, Colorado. Okay. We are not finding any results. Yeah. 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 So, yeah, it doesn't look like there's any fucking Facebook account for this motherfucker, but I guess they are correct. People are posting about it. I haven't really been looking at anything online. But now we got a lot of people that are posting it up here. FBI investigation underway at the townhouse in Colorado Springs and possible relations to the explosions. Oh, look at that, dude. So they're currently executing a search warrant outside of this dude's property in Colorado Springs, which is a big base, but are we going to actually find any actual information about the guy outside of that? So far, everybody's just posting his name and shit. Oh, look at this. Matthew Livesberger, Delta, thanks for failing to get me out of an entire calendar day. I would not be firing again. We are seeing the downfall of Delta in real time. Thousands of stranded flights canceled. They clearly have staff shortages or COVID. Nah, that would be too probably weird. Your ticket prices are criminal. I got an Xbox Series X for GameStop. There's not very many people that are talking about who the fuck they are. Here's another one, subbed to my YouTube channel, the God Reaper. Yeah, probably scrubbed already. It's scrubbed. It's been out for 20 minutes and it's already scrubbed. Yeah, probably not. Let's see. Matthew Livelsberger, Colorado Springs, Colorado. Supply chain data, company profile. Matthew Lisberger, Huddle, Colorado. Greeley, Colorado. Colorado Springs. 37, fast people search. Call me names. Fast people search. Authorities confirmed that 4 or 5 other suspects. Real estate transactions. Matthew A. Livesberger and Sarah E. Livesberger, Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs Gazette. So yeah, it definitely seems like it could actually be a guy. Real bro. We got Steve Lickerner claiming and confirming that it was that one fool that was actually probably it. And it usually scrub shut that far. Wow, I didn't know that Charlie Kirk was actually posting on Threads. That's hilarious, bro. Wait, hold on a second. What? Real estate transactions, January 15th to February 1st. Right there. $230,000. So obviously this dude should be around. I mean, there should be something more about him. Look at this. Cockland, Maryland. No, that's not there. We'll go back real quick. Import Eddie. Trademo. Huddle. Yeah, bro. So GameStop to the moon soon? No, I don't think that GameStop's going to be going to the moon soon. Brother. Yeah, it definitely seems like this guy might be the case here, but why the fuck? It seems like this dude was into like football and shit. He's had like a huddle account. Yeah, a trading partner account that was going on. And he was exporting stuff to Germany. And none of this makes any sense so far. None of this makes any fucking sense so far, actually. To be perfectly reasonably honest with you. None of this makes any goddamn sense. I don't know, bro. We got a name, though, so we could do a little bit of research while we're looking at it. But as far as it seems, if there was a Facebook account or if there was any Twitter accounts or pages, you're right, they probably cleared it out. But as far as it goes right now, there's no results that are coming out of any of that so far. Which is very suspect indeed. Very strange. but not seeing enough. Not really seeing enough stuff linked on here, even for fucking Facebook or anything like that. Yeah. Well, looking at all this stuff right here, it just says Colorado Springs. Got a couple of different names of people that could be related to him. Well, I start doxing everybody. That would be bad. But there does seem to be a Facebook account that does actually come up to him, but no question if how new or old it is. It don't look very new. Looks like somebody just created it today, but it is just Matthew.Livisberger, which would be really, really, really difficult for somebody to just all of a sudden snake nowadays. I don't know, man. I don't know. Looks like we're going to be having a fucking look into this shit a little bit more. And I keep seeing other people named like Maggie and Sarah, but I'm not seeing anything for this particular guy. There are, however, some other individuals that have more. I mean, that definitely seem like it'd be this dude more. Whew. Well, where do we go from here, my friends? Well, I'm not exactly sure, man. I was not expecting any type of craziness like this to be happening on the very first day that we're back to being online, and it obviously shows that there's going to be a lot more strange fucking things happening in the near future. This is definitely probably one of the more stranger things that I've seen out here. Like, definitely feels just doesn't feel good. Nothing about this feels right, bro. Nothing about this feels right. And I feel like there's less information about everything that we should have probably had. So, what can we really say about anything that's happening in this persuasion? Well, it looks like all those sleeper cells and other of those things are there. I think you're correct. They don't want us to have a day of peace whatsoever, which means that, I mean, you know, how they're going to one up this shit. And I honestly don't want to be around to fucking find out. All I know is that I got to work early as fuck in the morning tomorrow, so that's going to be it for me today. As far as we know today is we've gotten a little bit of terror that's happening in the streets today. And I think that we all should be very fucking worried about how this is going to be shaking out in the near future, because we as a country don't need any more terrorist attacks, and any of them that seem to be happening only seem to be happening because they're trying to destabilize what's happening right here and force us into martial law, right? Isn't that's exactly what they're trying to do? So I think we got to be pretty smart about how we're going to be moving forward on this one. That's the information that's at least out there. It's up to you to make your decisions on where you want to go with it. As far as I can tell right now, this thing's we're going to need something here. There's something here. I feel like there's something here. And I hope it's died down for a little bit, but I fear that it's just that looming situation where, you know, things are just going to keep happening. That's what I think going to be going down. So, sound devices, yeah, I wouldn't get too crazy on anything or really spend a whole lot of time in busy places, because this is exactly what we've been saying that's going to be happening. You know, the left is going to lose, and they're going to try to cling on to whatever power that they possibly can, and any and all individuals that hate us are going to be trying to use that situation so they can do whatever the fuck they want. So, that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. So, please, if you like what we do here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share this with your friends, you know. And if not, well, you suck and fuck you. Either way, much love to you. I hope you guys have a beautiful new year. Thank you for spending a little time of your new year with me today. And I hope you have a great one. So, appreciate you being here with me. Adios. Bye-bye now. See you later. Have a good one.